Good morning and welcome to Sports Daily on Some TV. Sports Daily on Some TV is where you discuss issues that has to do with sport across the world. My name is Abraham Maina Judah. It's a wonderful Friday, and it's a Friday that a lot of people will be looking up for news concerning transfers and the world of football. And it's also a weekend that will be loaded with women football and also the WAFU tournament going on in Ghana. Well, without much ado, let us look at what is ongoing in the Women African Cup of Nations. The Women African Cup of Nations is already the quarter-final stage. The quarter-final stage, and today will be the first match in the quarter-final stage between Nigeria and Zambia. The Super Falcons of Nigeria against the female national team of Zambia today by 5 p.m. Also, Morocco will be locking arms with Mali by 8 p.m. today, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Today, Morocco, the host of the tournament, will be locking up with West African nation Mali. Likewise, the Algerian ladies will face the Starlets of Ghana tomorrow by 5 p.m. While the Bayana of South Africa will be locking arms with the Lioness of Senegal tomorrow by 8 p.m. So it's going to be a very, very tight schedule for the women football coming up in the women football. So let us look at it for the Nigeria continue their quest to claim back the continental crown today when they face Zambia in the Women African Cup of Nations WAFCON quarterfinals at the State Labi Zoli in Casablanca. And the match kicks off at 4 p.m. The Super Falcons flew past the competition in Group B, collecting 7 points from 3 games. They began their campaign with a 3-0 victory over Tunisia before edging Botswana 1-0. Yes, they secured the second leg. They secured third spot in their group with a goalless draw against Algeria. Nigeria are the most decorated team in the history of the competition, winning 9 trophies, and they are going for their 10th one now. Zambia matched Nigeria points tally for finish second in Group A, losing out on top spot to host Morocco on goal difference. The Copper Queens shared the spoils with Morocco in the opening game of the tournament after a 2-2 draw before edging Senegal 3-2 and defeating Democratic Republic of Congo 1-0 in their final group stage game. The two-side last meeting at WAFCON came in the third place playoff of the tournament's previous edition, also on Moroccan soil. The Copper Queens emerged as victors to claim the bronze medal, winning 1-0. So today is going to be the Copper Queens against the Super Falcons of Nigeria for the first match in the Women African Cup of Nations tournament going on in Morocco. So all eyes will be glued on Casablanca, where that match will take place. Yes, moving from there, going forward, we'll look at the WAFU B under 20 showdown ongoing in Ghana. The next match is Nigeria versus Niger. The Flying Eagles know their semi-final foes as Ghana face Cote d'Ivoire and WAFU B showdown. They are set to face Nigeria in the semi-finals of the WAFU B under 20 boys championship currently taking place in Ghana. Coach Aliu Zuberi's team advanced to the knockout stage after toppling Group A, having earned a 1-1 draw with host Ghana in their opening game and sealing a dominant 4-1 victory over Benin Republic in their second group match. Also, with just 3 teams in Group A, the final fixture saw Ghana edge Benin 1-0, confirming Nigeria as group winners and Ghana as runner-up. So it's going to be a very, very interesting one coming up in the knockout stages. Meanwhile, Group B concluded on Thursday, July 17, with Côte d'Ivoire finishing top after an impressive run that included wins over Nigeria, Burkina Faso, and Togo. While Niger secured the runner-up spot with a goalless draw against Burkina Faso, having earlier beaten Togo 1-0. That result knocked out Togo, Burkina Faso, and Benin. The semi-final pairings are now set. Nigeria will clash with Niger, while Ghana take on Côte d'Ivoire. What promises to be a fiercely contested West African youth football showcase. The Flying Eagles head into the semi-final with momentum on their side, buoyed by their recent third-place finish at the Under-20 African Cup of Nations. That achievement has already booked their spots at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile, scheduled for May next year. So, but still, Nigeria are not taking their foot off the pedal. The defending WAFOB champions who edged Ghana to win the last year final will aim to retain their crown and continue building momentum ahead of their global campaign. And with a strong blend of experience and youthful hunger, Coach Joberu's side will hope to power past Nigeria and book their place in the final once again. So we wish them all the best in the WAFOB tournament. Well, let us go to the transfer window. Let us start from the Victor Osimhen. Premier League clubs set to hijack Victor Osimhen's deal as Napoli and Galatasaray draw clause. Super Eagles and Napoli forward Victor Osimhen is edging closer to a move to Turkey's side Galatasaray. However, his future could be away from Istanbul, as another English Premier League club are considering making a bid for the 2023 CAF Player of the Year. Osimhen has been linked to the move to Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Liverpool. The Blues have gone to sign Joao Pedro and Liam Delap, while Arsenal and Liverpool are prioritizing moves for Victor Gyökeres and Ugo Ekitike, respectively. And another publication, the Daily Star, in Newcastle has also identified Victor Osimhen and Darwin Núñez as potential transfer targets. So you can see that Osimhen is still a target for many clubs, according to reports from Europe. The Galatasaray and Napoli, they are in advanced talks, but it is the payment and structure that is the major issue. Also, let's see another transfer making the round concerning Nigerian player. We have Ademola Lookman, who has been wanted by many football clubs in Europe. You have Inter, but the race for his signature seems to Inter Milan seems to be topping the chart in the race for Ademola Lookman. Sorry for that. Romano Fabrizio has revealed that Syria side has been seeing their opening bid for the reigning African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman, knocked back by Atalanta. Romano reported that Galatasaray and Napoli have reached the final stages of negotiation for Osimhen after holding positive talks on Thursday, July 17. Well, so as it is the most likely that Ademola Lookman will be heading to Inter Milan next season. The Inter Milan 40 million bid for the Nigeria winger has been rejected. Atlanta are holding out for at least 50 million euro and unwilling to negotiate with Italian clubs below that threshold. So despite Lookman's desire to leave and hope that the club will facilitate in exit, Atalanta are maintaining a firm stance. So no green light has been given yet, and Inter Milan will need to return with an improved proposal if they are to land the 27-year-old who started for Atalanta last season. So that is all for Victor Osimhen and Ademola Lookman. Well, also on the local scene, away from football, on the local scene, we are going to go into basketball. Basketball on the local scene. Let you know that the the Jalingo Metro League is still on, and the matches will be played tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday at the Jolly Yami Stadium indoor basketball hall. It's always fun going there. The matches are bounce off by 4 p.m. on Saturday and on Sunday, and you watch local basketball stars lock-ons against themselves. It's really a very interesting one, and you are sure to have music. And I'll tell you, if you go there once, you'll like to keep watching what they call Jam League, the Jalingo Metropolitan Basketball League. It is a very great innovation by the management of the local management committee of the Jam League. So I'll be looking forward to meeting with you in the Jolly Yami Stadium, at the Jolly Yami Stadium, the basketball indoor hall for this week. I think this is week 3 of week 4 of the tournament. So go there and enjoy some local basketball. And also on the international scene, at the national scene, the Tigers camp open for Afro Basketball 2025. Preparation for the 2025 FIBA Women's Afro Basketball are finally gaining momentum after days of uncertainty. As the Nigerian senior women basketball team, the Tigers, begins to regroup in Abuja. As of Thursday night, 3 players have already arrived camp, with more expected to join by Friday morning. Team sources have confirmed that approximately 14 players are expected to report for duty, marking the start of what promises to be a crucial phase in the team's build-up to the Continental Championship. So notable among the invited players are season guard Ezine Kalu, versatile forward Ami Okonkwo, and accomplished wing Elizabeth Balogun. Kalu, a key figure in the Tigers' recent continental success, is expected to arrive on Friday. So, despite earlier concerns surrounding logistics and final squad arrangement, sources close to the Nigerian Basketball Federation says the friendly games scheduled for this weekend remain on track, pending last-minute confirmation. The team is set to complete a homecoming tournament against Togo and Kenya. The matches are designed to sharpen their readiness ahead of the Afro Basketball proper. So it's going to be, we're expecting a very, very good tournament from the Tigers there. Nigeria heads into the 2025 Afro Basketball as one of the tournament favorites, having won 4 consecutive titles, that is in 2017, 2019, 2021, and 2023. But with several countries strengthening their programs, the quest for a 5th straight championship will test the Super Falcons, the Tigers' depth, cohesion, and hunger. So these coming days will be critical as the full squad settles in, training intensifies, and the countdown to Abidjan officially begins. Well, the countdown begins for the Tigers towards the Afro Basketball tournaments coming up. Now, moving to the international scene, let us look at the transfers across the world. The transfer across the world. News have it that Elanga eager to showcase talent at Newcastle but stays non-committal on Isak's future. And also Manchester makes improved Brian Mbeumo bid with a £70 million package for Brian Mbeumo. This deal has dragged on for too long, if you ask me. Manchester United bid, the offer is worth up to £70 million with 65 million guaranteed, and the rest are add-ons. So the Ruben Amorim is eager to sign Mbeumo, who has indicated to Brentford he would like to join United. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe is eager not to pay over the odds. The London club has turned down at least one bid from Mbeumo from United and has demanded about £70 million for a player who scored 20 Premier League goals last season. United hope to make Mbeumo their third signing of the summer after the Brazilian forward Matheus Cunha and the Paraguayan fullback Diego Leon. They fly to the United States for a tour next week, and Amorim wants Mbeumo as part of the squad that travel to give the Cameroon international as much time as possible to integrate. Well, news also has it that United also owes an interest in Chelsea's Nicholas Jackson as they seek a central forward. 5 players who will not be part of the tour for Manchester United includes Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, Anthony, Jadon Sancho, and Tyrell Malacia, who wants to leave and are not part of the team training. United intend to sell them to raise funds for the summer transfer business. That is it for Manchester United. While Manchester City has completed the signing of 18-year-old midfielder Sverre Nypan from Rosenborg. The Norway under-21 international, who is understood to have cost €14.6 million, became Rosenborg's youngest player at 50 years and 322 days when he started against Jerv on 6 November 2022. So that's all from that angle. Let us look at other transfer coming in. Okay, Liverpool. Reporters that Liverpool are to bid for Hugo Ekitike after indicates preference for Anfield move. Liverpool are poised to bid for the Eintracht Frankfurt striker, favoring a move to the Premier League champions over Newcastle. And Anfield officials have been given permission to discuss personal terms with the 23-year-old before finalizing the fee and the structure of payments with his club. It is believed that Ekitike and his representatives has agreed a 6-year contract in principle. So as you have it, Newcastle and Liverpool have had talks with Frankfurt this week over the France under-21s international, with the former having a £70 million offer rejected and attempted to reach an agreement during further negotiations on Wednesday. The story also has that Liverpool's discussion with German club have also intensified over the past 48 hours, and Anfield club has informed Frankfurt that they will bid for Ekitike. Now, you should understand that Ekitike has a €100 million, that is £86.5 million release clause. But whether Liverpool's opening offer will go that high remains to be seen. Talks between the clubs will continue on Thursday, with Ekitike having made it clear his preferred destination is Liverpool. So that is that on that story. So we also have other stories coming on from the transfer market. Okay, let's see other stories come from the transfer market. Yes. Okay. Okay, there's also this story about Liverpool's interested in signing Newcastle's Alexander Isak for a whooping £120 million. But it's always good to have a backup because it's going to be a hard deal to do for signing Isak from Newcastle. So that story is still not here, not there. But I believe if they're going to go for Isak, it's not going to come cheap at all. He's a player that is a Premier League proven striker, and he's someone that, yes, any team would like to have him in their squad. And also the drama is still ongoing with Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal over Victor Gyökeres. Victor Gyökeres is Arsenal's top target for the season. Everybody's of the opinion that they need a striker, and Victor Gyökeres is 27 years old. Victor Gyökeres is seen as a perfect fit for Arsenal. This season, so far, Arsenal has signed, I think, 5 players. Okay, they've signed 3, but 3 are also in the books already. We have Christian Nørgaard, midfielder from Brentford, the former Brentford captain. He has been signed. We have also Ariza Balaga, former Chelsea goalkeeper, has been signed by Arsenal. Another player signed is another player that's been booked by Arsenal is Noni Madueke, and rumors have it that he may be unveiled today, Noni Madueke, and also another young defender will be signed by Arsenal, including Victor Gyökeres. And to top it all, news also has it that Arsenal is eyeing Eberechi Eze of Crystal Palace to complete one of, if they complete that, you agree with me that it is going to be a very, very good transfer window for the Gunners. Well, that's all we can take for transfer across the world on that. But before we go, I would like us to take this story. This is away from football, away from basketball. This time around is the Nigerian corporal making MMA, mixed martial art history for Africa. There's Juliet Uka, who is a woman who likes to take charge and grapple with huge challenges, as well as excelling combat sports, including taekwondo, boxing, and kickboxing. In Nigerian South Nation, in her day job as a police corporal, the 26-year-old who turned to mixed martial arts as a reluctant standing fighter in 2023 is about to become a part of history when the Professional Fighters League holds its first show in Africa in Cape Town on Saturday. So tomorrow, Oka will join the likes of hugely popular 2024 European flyweight champion Dakota Dikcheva and Bellator middleweight title winner John Elben on the bill of one of the most high-profile MMA events ever to be held on the continent. And she has this to say. She said, "I feel like a queen." She said, "I feel like a queen, and I feel good about being the first African female fighter signed by the PFL." She told BBC Sports, "There's something they see in me that made them need to call me into the team." So the police corporal is going to make Nigeria proud, make Africa proud tomorrow. 5 years before starting out in MMA, Uka was inspired to join the Nigerian police force by figures including long jumper Choma Ajunwa, who was herself an officer and won the country first ever Olympic gold medal at the 1996 Atlanta Games. And all 6 of our MMA bouts have resulted in wins since Uka stepped into the unknown after a request by Henry George, now the president of Nigeria Mixed Martial Arts Federation, to replace an unavailable fighter on a card in Cameroon in April 2023. Well, she has been doing well. She earned her first knockout in DR Congo last June and is now ready to face home fighter Selene Dremaya in strawweight showdown at the Grand Arena. So we wish her all the best, the police corporal who is going to make Nigeria proud, make Africa proud tomorrow. So that is all we can take from this on today's edition of Sports Daily. And we promise you that over the weekend, we're going to do a compilation of matches from football to basketball, and even this MMA and every other sport making the round. And hopefully, by then, more breaking news will have come up concerning transfer stories across the world. So thank you, everyone, for joining this program today, joining this sport program today. Thank